So apparently Zoe Saldana has been causing a stir recently after she posted a picture of herself and her two sisters with 3 white men. I'm assuming, based on the picture and the hashtag that says family, that the 3 sisters are all romantically involved with these white men. I apologize for my lack of knowledge on their relationship status, but I don't really keep up with celebrities. But I'm assuming, based on the pictures and some of the comments chastising the women for being with white men, that it's safe to say they're in relationships. So am I going to say how disappointed I am with Zoe Saldana and her sisters? Am I going to point out that I'm not down with the swirl? Nope. First things first, I really don't care who any of them get with. Most of the time, I'm not bothered, unless they bash and attack men of their own race in the process. I can't stand when black men or black women do that. So you date white men or white women. Okay, good for you. You want a cookie? Want a gold star? But don't try and chastise all black women or black men as justification for why you want some pink nipples in your life. Because you only make yourself look like an idiot. And I'll probably call you out, and I can pretty much guarantee that I'll go hard. But here's the plot twist. This video isn't even about swirling. Not really anyway. So a few months back, there was this big uproar about Zoe Saldana playing Nina Simone. Now, obviously, I understand some people's reactions and their reasons. Some people were annoyed that Zoe Saldana was playing a woman she looked nothing like. Some were annoyed because she had to have a prosthetic nose and have her skin made darker by makeup. Some were annoyed because they felt there were more than enough dark-skinned black women who were great actresses that should have been given the role over Zoe. But there was an overwhelming amount of people who were also angry that a Hispanic woman was playing Nina Simone, a black woman. The outrage, the complete and utter disrespect. But now, there's an outrage that she and her sisters are swirling with white men. But that's strange. A few months ago, a lot of people said she wasn't black. She was Hispanic. She had no right to play a black woman. This is blackface. And they weren't just talking about the fact that she's brown skin or just wearing darker makeup. They meant she is not black.
Well, because Zoe Saldana is in blackface, you all. You know, and also a nose prosthetic. Now, she's not black, she's Puerto Rican and Dominican. This is insulting because this is just as bad to me as a white person in blackface.
Now, Wendy, in that little clip, points out that Zoe Saldana is not black, but she's half Puerto Rican and half Dominican. But the point is, black is not a nationality. There is no country called Blackistan. Yeah, so black is not a nationality, whereas Puerto Rican and Dominican are nationalities. Essentially, black is a race. Puerto Rican and Dominican are not races. Yeah, but Zoe Saldana is not black. She's Hispanic or Latina. Yeah, you're right. She is. But Hispanic's not a race. It's a culture. A culture represents food, music, language, arts, dancing, customs, traditions, things like that. That's not her race. It's just her culture. Okay, well, she's Latina. Well, Latina or Latino actually means someone who speaks a language derived from the original Latin language. So that's not her race. So those aren't races. No. And as you can clearly see, Zoe Saldana is obviously a black woman. Her race is black. She has a Hispanic culture. She was born in the United States, so her nationality is American. Because her father is Dominican and her mother is Puerto Rican, that means her ethnicity is Puerto Rican and Dominican. So Zoe Saldana is indeed a black woman who happens to also be Puerto Rican and Dominican. Now, some people will also refer to her as an Afro-Latina, which again isn't a race. It's just highlighting that she is a Latin-speaking woman with African roots. So this video isn't about the Nina Simone situation. I can understand people being upset that Zoe is not a dark-skinned black woman, or her nose may not be as broad as Nina's was. So that's justified. I agree. She was too light to play Nina Simone. But don't try to take away her blackness simply because she's not an African American or she doesn't have an Afro-American culture. People need to understand that there are many black people all over the world who speak different languages, have different cultures, different nationalities, but they're still black. African Americans are not the only black people on the planet. Remember, your ancestors started out in Africa, just like a Jamaican's ancestors, or a Brazilian, or a Puerto Rican, Dominican, Surinamese, you know, the list goes on. Only difference is a boat stop. 95% of the enslaved Africans didn't even go to the United States. They went to the Caribbean and other parts of South America. The majority of your ancestors, if you're an African American, probably started their Western enslavement in the Caribbean and then eventually got exported to the United States. But that's a whole different video. But the thing is, I find it funny that she wasn't black, or at least she wasn't black enough at that point to play Nina Simone, or even be considered black in the least. But as soon as her and her sisters get with white men, oh, now they're black. and they're bedwenches and all types of derogatory names. So they're black now. Now they're black that you want to disrespect them. Interesting. And some people may say that Zoe Saldana has never embraced her blackness, and she was always Hispanic. I have to bring it back to the correct terminology. Her embracing being Hispanic is just her embracing her culture. One look at her Wikipedia even says, Zoe Saldana was born in New Jersey. Her father, Ardillo Saldana, was Dominican, while her mother, Asalia Nazario, is Puerto Rican. Saldana has African roots. She has often spoken of her pride in her African ancestry, stating that it doesn't matter how much backlash she will get for it. She will honor and respect her black community because that's who she is. She spent the majority of her early childhood growing up in Jackson Heights, New York. She was raised bilingual, speaking English and Spanish. You only have to look at the roles she's played over the years. She's always cast as a black woman. I think it's just Colombiana where she actually plays a Hispanic cultured woman. Hispanic or not, she's still black. But I just found that interesting. Not black enough yesterday, but black enough to be cussed out and called a bedwench. Right. Anyway, that's all. I'm going to put a link in the description to a video that explains to the T the exact and correct definitions of nationality, ethnicity, culture, and race for anyone that's curious. Follow me on Instagram at angel_IKYG. You can follow me on Twitter at angel_IKYG. Peace, love, and coconut oil. If you go to my homepage, so click on my name, you'll be directed to the homepage. And if you're not subscribed, you can make sure you're subscribed. And if you are subscribed, what you want to do is make sure you get notifications for every video that I post. So when you get notifications, it just means that when I upload a video, you'll get an email and it'll say, hey, Angel just uploaded a video, go check it out. And that way you don't get to miss a video. And how to make sure whether you're subscribed to these notifications or not. When you have subscribed, there'll be a check mark and it'll say subscribed. Then next to it, you see this little bell. If the little bell isn't dark and it doesn't have these like little shakes on it, it means you're not subscribed to notifications. You click on the bell, it opens up a window and you select to receive notifications and you're done. So I suggest you guys do that if you never want to miss a video of mine, and also do that on my backup channel. Hey, Angel just uploaded a video, go check it out. And that way you don't get to miss a video. And how to make sure whether you're subscribed to these notifications or not. When you have subscribed, there'll be a check mark and it'll say subscribed. Then next to it, you see this little bell. If the little bell isn't dark and it doesn't have these like little shakes on it, it means you're not subscribed to notifications. You click on the bell, it opens up a window and you select to receive notifications and you're done. So I suggest you guys do that if you never want to miss a video of mine, and also do that on my backup channel.